What is going on, guys? Thank you for tuning back in. I am SendIt Steve. If you don't know, this is my C5 Corvette. If you're new to the channel, now's a good time to click that like button, smash that subscribe button, because we have a lot of content coming to you guys. So let's get into today's episode. So today we are actually going to take the C5. I got a bunch of errands to run. It is a beautiful day out here in Pennsylvania. We're going to take the C5 to get some of them errands run. I haven't had this roof off in a long time. We're going to drop the top and we're going to cruise in some style. Not quite sure if I like the look better this way, but let's get going. Do a little cold start for you, even though it's like 80 degrees outside today. Man, that startup never gets old. I don't care how many times you do it, how many times you hear it. I just love that sound. So let's get on the road. As I always do, I had an absolute blast driving the Corvette today, but now it's time to crack down the business. So I did buy this car. It was issue unknown, which a lot of cars are announced like that, you know, issue unknown, things like that. In the department that I deal in, I don't mind doing it. So I purchased a car. It was a good price. Turns out it needs a motor. So today I've actually been working on getting the motor out. As you can see, I have pretty much everything out. The only thing I had to do was borrow an engine hoist. I did not actually personally have one. I had lost mine a couple years back, or somebody took it, or I don't remember the situation, but a good friend of mine, Josh Mutek, let me borrow it. So Josh, thank you very much for letting me borrow this. I got the motor out of the bed of the truck, which you guys seen. If you've seen the call out video, the motor was actually in the bed of the truck for the call out. So now the motor is actually unloaded out of the truck and we're ready to rip this motor out. Well, last night we decided to take the C5 to get groceries, and well, we had a little bit of a catastrophic failure. I'm a little upset about it, but it's something I guess we all seen coming. Yeah. So as I was driving down 283, I actually happened to notice that the car got louder. And if you've heard this car in person, you probably don't understand how that's even possible. But I guess from the noise, you know, still being up in, like, over the axle, I could hear that the pitch of the exhaust changed, and you know. So I look back behind me, I don't see anything, you know, I'm just wondering if maybe a clamp came loose or, you know, anything. I get the whole way home. Yeah, that's right. I drove the entire way back to my house, and I realized, you know, I unload the groceries, I come back out and I look, and well, we're missing the tip. So now we are gonna take the Scion and do some searching to see if we can't find it. So here we go. As well, I took the Scion out and I looked and looked and looked, and I could not actually find the exhaust piece that we are missing. So at this point, it looks like it is a one part is going to be, as you can see there, open dump, and the other side is actually going to be my SLP loudmouth. I just received a phone call, which is freaking awesome, because a couple close friends, you know, in the area, they know that I lost my exhaust. I just got a phone call that somebody thinks that they found it, which I don't know how you can mistake it, but we are running to meet him at Wendy's. He's actually calling me now. We're running to Wendy's to meet him and hopefully get our exhaust back. She is home, guys. We have found her. Oh my goodness, it is a blessing. It's not even smashed or nothing, like perfect. I couldn't ask for any better of a solution or any better of a result. You know, good things do happen, guys. I'm glad I actually told a couple people that I lost it, because I was just kind of bummed about it and didn't really know which way I was gonna go, but let's go get this put in the Corvette. Also, guys, I wanted to say, Tuesday, I want to film a reaction video to the car on nitrous for one of you guys. So I don't know what the details are going to be, so you're going to have to stay tuned. If you're not subscribed to my Instagram, head on over. If you're in the Harrisburg area or close, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a location. First person to show up there at that location will get a ride in the C5, and that's going to be Tuesday coming up. I don't know the exact date. I could pull it up here, but like I said, if you're in the Harrisburg area, I want to film a reaction video, and you are welcome to be in it. It looks like it's going to be the 8th. So Tuesday, May 8th. If you're watching this, watch my Instagram. If you aren't subscribed, now's the time to subscribe. SendIt_Steve. And we're going to film a reaction video of somebody. So somebody will get a ride in this car, 100% how it was running at the track. You know, we'll call it a 10-second car. Somebody will get a ride in this car Tuesday. I'm going to post where I'm going to meet. First person to show up, you know, we'll get the ride in the C5. So stay tuned for that, guys. Again, if you're not following my Instagram, now's the time. SendIt_Steve, and look for that on Tuesday, May 8th. Another thing I wanted to say, I didn't really want to put this out there, but I guess at this point it doesn't really matter. But we actually had a little bit of a nitrous leak. Anybody that's seen the car and seen the bottle, if you looked at it this past weekend while we were actually at the track, you would have seen here, there was actually like a big, you can still see there's still some actual smudge I put on it. Some like, it was pretty much like an RTV type of gasket, because we were actually having a nitrous leak with the bottle. So with that being said, is I filled the bottles the night before. It leaked, you know, all night long. We ended up taking the car to the track. I made, you know, some solid passes with it. You know, I'm not complaining at all. You know, I knew the leak was there. I knew I'd address it. I just didn't have time before the call out to address it. And I didn't want to post a video saying, oh, we have issues before the call out. I just wanted to go there, you know, have some fun, and that's exactly what I did. I went there, I put on a show, I had fun, you know, and I'm thankful for, you know, everybody that came over. And even now, I literally just got a text message a half hour ago from somebody that just watched my video, and they said, that car really did that? Which, I mean, everybody was there. There was 3 different videos to see this car did a 1060. So, again, I wanted to say, you know, we did have a nitrous leak here. I did take this fitting out. I put a little more Teflon tape on it. Same with the other side. On the other side was the same thing. And I actually found, see how this one's blue? I actually found that I believe the other fitting was cracked. So we ended up, you can still see there's some glue up top here, on the top of the bottle here. So pretty much I had a nitrous leak the whole, you know, night into the day, and I wasn't going to tell anybody, you know, because I just wanted to have fun with the car. And you know what, it did it. You know, I had fun with the car. So also, anybody that was standing there talking to me knew that I had pretty much everything was back here. I had a spare nitrous bottle back here. I had everything like that. You know, I still had tools back here. As you can still see, there's a wrench back here. So when I ran the car was 100% as it drives on the street. You know, and I told everybody that, you know, I want to run a car that I drive on the street exactly how I drive it on the street. I had tools back here, a 30-pound nitrous bottle. You know, I truly drove this car 100% how it was on the street. You know, I still had the phone charger in here connected, still papers and stuff back here. So I just want to say, guys, we are going to actually send this car, and we're going to unload it. We're going to get some things out of it. I have a sway bar end link that is broken in the rear, which, you know, anybody that worked on the car, I think CSP can tell you that was broken. You can see there, The sway bar end link has been broken for a long time, so I'm gonna get new sway bar end links on the car. But I mean, for now, I don't think I'm gonna mess with the engine. I don't think I'm gonna mess with any of that setup because she's working right now. And one thing I learned, that if something is not broke, don't fix it. So the other thing I want to, you know, kind of go over is a bunch of people were saying, you know, that I was on a 200 shot or anything like that. Feel free to call Andrew down at Complete Street Performance and ask him what jets we're running. We were literally tuned on 150 shot of nitrous. I didn't, you know, I don't even think I would trust this car on a 200 shot. But there's no sneaky things going on here. It is literally stock head. We have this cheap eBay intake, which I love, because one of the things I can say about this car, it is 100% built off of eBay. Now, you can look here. You can see they are stock heads. There's nothing fancy about the heads. I forget. I know there's a way I can see the stamping on the heads, but it's literally a stock heads, stock bottom end car, guys. Original water pump. I mean, hell, even straight down to the actual intake, you know, inlet, I'm running just factory stuff. So I couldn't be any more proud of how this car performed. You know, I do want to change some things. I do actually want to, because I know I'm robbing horsepower here. This is a 78 millimeter throttle body, guys. I'm still literally running a factory throttle body in this car. If I jump up to, I think it's a 90 millimeter or a 92 millimeter, I mean, the possibilities are endless, guys. Now I do have, like you do know, this is a 102 housing, so we will be able to jump to a 102 if we want. But for all motor, I didn't think we were going to gain anything. I didn't really want to go through the headache and hassle to actually upgrade that. But yeah, I mean, the car is 100%. 853 heads. That's what is on this car. So there you go, guys. Untouched 853 heads. I do have springs, retainers, and keepers. I did do that when I did the cam install. And that's the other thing I wanted to say, guys. I did 100% all of the work to this car. I want to even say that I didn't do the nitrous kit, but as of right now, I rewired everything, as we know, you know, and I installed the fittings, I did the fuel lines. So at this point, you could almost say that I did 100% the entire car, you know, is built by me. You know, the only thing I couldn't do was the tuning, and we had, you know, Complete Street Performance actually was the one who dialed in this tune and knocked it out of the park. So again, Andrew, I know I said it 1,000 times, but you know, without your help, this car wouldn't have been at the call out and it wouldn't have been running 100% the way it was. The car did phenomenal. I couldn't be any more excited, guys. So with that being said, we do have, hold on, I'll wait for the wind to die. It is an absolute beautiful day out today, guys. We are actually prepping to get the golf cart ready. I'm charging batteries up and things like that. I've been having an issue with the actual charger. So we are planning on a couple things. I was actually able to buy that cart. So I got a great deal on it. So now we have at least a golf cart. I think what we're gonna do, drop a comment below, guys, is I think we're gonna paint the golf cart the same color as the Corvette. That way when we go to call outs and things, we'll have the golf cart that matches the Corvette. Let me know what you guys think on that. Should we paint the golf cart? Could happen. You know, I still am in touch with the guy who painted this car. I still love him to death. Mario, you're my boy, Blue. So who knows, guys? We got a bunch of things to figure out with the car, but for right now, we're not going to touch it mechanically. As you all know, I did put a clutch in this, a fuel system, so the car is 100% ready for boost, like I've said before. So at this point, we're going to let it go until we can actually get all the pieces of the turbo kit put together, and then we're really going to have some fun, guys, because then we're going to dial it in. I think we're going to run it conservatively for somewhere around 600 horse, and just feel the car out and see what happens. So when we do go twin turbo, I'm not going to go balls to the wall until I get, you know, a motor that can support it. But with that being said, guys, if you like the content, we'll go out and do some cool things. I promise you that. But this is kind of a catch-up video because a bunch of people, you know, wanted to actually know what was done with the car. I wanted to express my nitrous issue there with everybody. I'm thankful, like I said, I don't know if I actually put this clip in there, but I was thankful to actually find the tip. As you can see here, it hit the ground and hit the ground running. So I'm glad that we got the tip back. I'm very thankful. Those tips are not easy to buy. You actually would have to buy a complete system because I couldn't find one anywhere. I did briefly search. I didn't do a crazy search, but we are going to get that back on the car and everything like that, guys. So again, smash that like button, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.